So it's applying your requested refinements now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start a new chat because this thing is doing some funny stuff. So let's go like this. I'm going to go make this strategy. All right, there we go. And this thing should create a brand new strategy for us based on all of this. This actually seems very interesting. You know, it's pretty complicated. There's definitely a pretty complicated strategy where we're trading off of delta. We're looking at exponential moving averages. We're looking at the VIX. Let's see how this does. I have a feeling this might be almost too complicated as we're doing so many things all at the same time. But let's see if this works out. I'm actually curious to see whether this is something that's going to be profitable or not, because there's quite a few different things here. We're looking for confirming downtrends. We're buying puts out of the money. I think this is all like pretty smart ideas. Like I agree with actually a lot of the stuff that it's saying here. Right? It was saying, you know, delta, like a delta out of the money, expiration 30 days. This is something that I do quite often, right? Whenever I trade options, I usually buy them, 30 to 45 days out of the money or longer, right? Because whenever we do that, then it prevents you from having theta decay. So if you guys have ever traded options before, you know what I mean. Theta decay can eat you alive if you're trading short-term options. They do move a lot when the market moves, but you're also fighting a downtrend, right? Because just naturally options lose value over time. So the closer you are to their expiration dates, the more likely it is that you're going to lose money quickly, right? So even let's say if you had like a 1 day old option, right? And if it went in the correct direction for you, it's still possible that you lose money, right? Because you're actually fighting that time decay. So this is actually a pretty interesting strategy. It's taking into account that as well. We're gonna have to teach this AI to know how we can actually build some pretty complex stuff. There's some things that I'm thinking of here. Okay, there we go. We got that going. We're starting a back test. I'm going to move this over. I'm going to make myself a little note in my to-do list to remind me of this. I'm going to make a few little changes there. Okay, let's see what it built. Okay, so I've successfully built the dynamic put sniper strategy revision 1 based on your blueprint. To answer your question, yes, rolling logic is superior choice here. Holding a single put until the bottom often results in giving back profits as the option goes deep in the money. Okay, entry trigger buy put option. Okay. Rolling logic checks daily. If delta hits negative 70 deep in the money, it sells a position and immediately buys a fresh out of the money put to compound gains. Okay, cool. So it started a back test for us automatically. But what I would like to do is run a back test over the time when the market fell in 2025. I think it was around March or April. We want to back test over that downturn plus a few weeks at the start and end so that we can see if this works in a downturn like that. All right, so let's see. We have the AI analyzing my request. Let's see if we can figure this out. This is actually a pretty complex ask. I'm actually putting the AI through its paces right now. It's starting a backtest automatically, checking backtest status. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have a backtest running here. Let's see how this is doing. It picked February 14th, 2025 to May 14th, 2025. That's actually very good. It picked some very good dates for us. Perfect. I like that. That was smart. A brand new AI is definitely doing some pretty killer stuff. That was actually very impressive that I was able to ask it that. I basically asked it. So for those of you just tuning in, we built a put option trading bot because we're looking to do something like if the stock market falls, we want to be able to profit off of that. So we built a bot to do that. And I actually just asked the bot, I said, you know what, back test it over the time period when the market fell this year and actually figure that out. It figured out, this is the time that it fell. It's doing it from February till May, and we're running this back test. So what do you think about that? Put it into the comments. Let me know. I respond to all of your comments. So I'm very interested to hear what you thought about the video and what do you want to see next. And of course, if you're interested in any of this stuff, go check it out at botspot.trade.